Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Now we can see, after it's all said and done, when I take off my glasses, look at that. My makeup has just been done. So see, if you want to see what I have to say about the primer that doesn't hold my foundation on, just keep on watching. You probably see something shiny under my eyes, and it's this. This is the e.l.f. Hydrogel Under Eye Mask with purified water, seaweed extract, and licorice. So that's going to help brighten the underneath of your eyes. Contains 3 sets single-use masks. I'm kind of anxious to see how this performs. But while that's there, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So I got asked about this. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer for the eyes. And somebody was asking me about this in comparison to this, which is MAC Paint Pot. Guys, unless the other colors are formulated different, this is in no way, shape, or form anything like this. I actually don't like this primer because it's so dry. Like, I'm touching that and it feels like it's dried up. Paint Pot is creamy. It's not dry. I mean, it's dry enough to be used as a base, but it's creamy when you touch it. It spreads nicer, I think. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, just because I want to know. I'm going to use this on one eye. You let me know below if you have one of these e.l.f. Putty primers that is like this color. Is it dry? Or is it just this white one that I have? In any case, I'm going to use this on my right eye, Paint Pot on the other eye, just so we can kind of see together, how does that look? Does it make a difference on the eye makeup itself? Or I have to use a brush on this one because, as you can see, I've almost hit the bottom with my finger. And my nails are a little bit long. I don't like it when they get longer because then I can't get inside of jars very well. But see, as I'm putting this on, this is creamy. And once I do this, of course, it sets down as a nice base that I can put shadows on top of. Just to be fair, let's do this one with a brush too. But see, this is dragging quite a bit on here because it's so dry. And I don't know if you can tell how it's skipping across the wrinkles of my lids. And I'm going to have to go this way now to make sure I get inside those wrinkles. And as I do this, it's just real sticky. It's pulling on my eye. The ABH primer is better, and the NYX. But here's the thing. See, this, to me, or this one anyway, isn't tacky. It's sticky. There's a difference. I don't like this. I wish I hadn't done this. I wish I'd have just said, I don't like that. But yeah, I want to make sure that I say, because I don't know if I gave the impression that that stuff was like the Paint Pot. It is not. Nothing like it. This eye is now so dry. And this one here feels like skin. Kind of wish I hadn't done that. No, and look at what it did. It's not flattering these crepies at all. In fact, it's probably going to intensify texture. We shall see when we go to put the eyeshadow on, right? What kind of problems I have moving it against this side. I am going to go ahead and move in with the eyeshadow now. I've been dying, almost dreaming of using this. Okay, I have been hunting it. For some reason, when I first went to the website and I bought these, this one was sold out. And of course, this is the one I wanted all along. In the stores, they never have this one. So this is the one that I've really wanted. It's the one that, let's see, what is it called actually? Hot Jalapeno. Be still my heart. Look at these greens. I can't wait to use this. I'm so excited. So we're just going to go ahead and move in here. I'm going to take this Sonia G Classic Crease from her Sky set. And we're going to come into this matte green right here. Oh, let's see how it does over this eye base here. Gosh, I'm nervous to do that. I'm going to start out here and move across. And I can see every single bit of texture on my eyelid with this base on there. Oh. And I've got my hand way back on this brush so that I'm just barely introducing pigment, because it's better to build up than to get too much. Okay, that's going on a little patchy. See, it's kind of dragging a little bit more right there than out here. But I don't think it's the shadow. And I know it ain't the brush. I think it's the primer.
The sun is coming up again, looking like it's gonna be a problem, cause I'd be lying to you if I said this ain't a thing and I've been looking for a new one. I keep on waiting for the weekend, gonna hit you up and tell you that I want you, cause I just wanna feel like this again. Oh, oh, oh.
Now you can tell, because this primer's white and this is not, that you can see more green in this one than you can this one, right? And that's why they make those white bases, is because they really intensify color. But as far as application and going on, it's going on smoother, of course, over here.
And back and forth, up all night again, me and you, left and right, and then whoa, all I wanna do is feel awesome. All I wanna do is feel.
Now this blender, of course, it has flat sides to it. It's like the MAC brush that everybody loved so much. In fact, this is a dupe for it. But it's still a blender, okay? And we're gonna move in here. And I'm going for that. I am. And I'm just gonna wiggle my brush through there. I'm having to pull across here and then go back this way because of the wrinkles and that primer. In order to get it all covered, that's what I gotta do.
Yeah, 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 baby, can you make me feel awesome? Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth, up all night again.
And now I'm gonna take this little, it's a tiny detail shader from Alter Ego, and I'm gonna get the gold. I'm gonna come right there on the inner and brighten this up. Wayne Goss number 20 I am going to use with this dark green right here on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to drag it a little inward.
All I wanna do is feel awesome, awesome. It ain't the change of the season, no. It ain't the distance from the sun.
Okay, now see, now look, this is, see how my lid just lays down there? I'm gonna try lifting that a little by coming up higher with the green than the other side to try and even it out, because this eyelid here lays down on my lid more than the other one does. So I'm just kind of tapping that up higher. And you know, like I said, I'm not a professional, so I'm trying to tell you while I do my makeup what I think of this makeup. That's what we're doing here. I could easily see these being my favorite greens. They're so pretty. What? That's good enough for me. I'm going to move on, and then I'm going to come back and get the under eye after we've done the rest of our makeup. But let's pull these off here and see. Oh my goodness. These did a really good job. My eyes were really crinkly this morning. Look at my under eyes. Am I in focus? I have no idea. Can you see? Oh my gosh. There was like little wrinkles under there this morning. Okay, these get a big thumbs up. Okay, we're moving on to concealer. And this is the Hydrating Camo. You guys remember that I loved the other one, but it was too dry underneath my eyes. But I did love putting it right here. See, I like to take something to brighten up right there. See how dark that is in there? This is the hydrating one, and I like it. I like it. Now I do have their new camo sponge to use with it. I've not used this yet, but I did get it wet so that we could use it, and I have the other two now. You guys know I use this one all the time. I thought what I'd do is get them wet, all of them, so that you can see the difference in sizes when they're wet. This one's oldish. I love the flat side of this. I'll probably always use this one for my makeup instead of this one, but this one is real squishy and soft too. If you're one of those butt of a beauty blender kind of girls, you might really like this one. I just really love these slopes, so I'll probably always use that one. But I think we'll use this one today just to see compared to this one. I want you to see the size difference in this to their other sponges, so you know why they have a special sponge that can be squished and got right here. And we're going to use that with the Camo concealer. Yes, we are. I am not in love with this at all. Seems like anytime you get something that has these great big doe foots, that's what you gotta put up with. Like the other one, this doesn't take much. And it's a hard area for me to work, so I usually like to use this. So we're gonna use it like I normally would with this brush, and then we'll use the sponge on the other side. So I'm just gonna get some of this on this brush here, and then I'm gonna come see how this just fits right there. And I'm just gonna kind of tap, tap, tap-a-roo right in there. And then I come right there, because you can see I have darkness right here. I'm not going to put it anywhere else because I don't want to. I'm just going to drag that right over that spot on my nose too. And then I take my finger and just kind of tap down. But I don't come down any farther than that because I don't want that cakey mess look. Now I'm going to take and come into the other side. We're going to try the sponge out. And this is going to be exciting because I've not tried this yet. I'm just going to put that right there. And that's enough for me to just drag in where I need it and brighten up the inside without getting all down here in the wrinkles and stuff. So I'll squeeze this down. Oh, you know, I thought that was going to be uncomfortable. That works really good. Okay. But it did take up some of it because it's a sponge, so I can put a little bit more. See, the texture of this is different than the other sponge too. I really like that. I'm going to go over. Okay, I'm not going to use the brush anymore. Even though I do have to make sure I squeeze down to get in there, I really like how that fit. I like how it changed the texture. This is good. I like this. Both these two are winners. I'm just saying. I really, really like it. All right, so what we're going to do now is move in with these two. And I predict I won't like them. But you know what I do like is this. This is that poreless one. I do like that. So on this side, we have the Poreless Putty Primer, the original one. The one that everyone compares to Tatcha. I didn't like the Tatcha Silk Canvas, so I don't expect I'm going to like this. But we're going to try it. And I've already tried the foundation with their other primer, this one, and I liked that. So it's not the foundation if we don't like it today, it's the primer. And then this one is the Hydrating Putty Primer. I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other. And then we're going to go in with the foundation. So let's put the Luminous one on this side of my face. And I don't know, maybe it would have been a better idea to use the sponge. I'm just pressing it into my face.
Problem, cause I'd be lying to you if I said this ain't a thing and I've been looking for a new one. I keep on waiting for...
All right, so I'm just going to put this on here, and as you can see, it's light, and I will mix it usually with something else. We're going to take this sponge over here and this one over here so we can see. I'll be using the butt of this.
Yeah, 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 baby, can you make me feel awesome? Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you, left and right, and then whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you, left and right, and then whoa. All I wanna do is feel awesome. All I wanna do is feel awesome. All I wanna do is feel awesome.
This foundation tends to dry down really quick, so don't do what I just did. Unless you're gonna work one side and then the other, at least over these two primers. I don't remember it doing that before. I don't see a difference in the two sides, to tell you the truth. And I really don't like the foundation over the top of either one of these primers for me. I think that it doesn't sit on my skin very well. I think that it's settling already into lines and wrinkles. I don't like these two primers. I would say if pores are your issue, go for this. You know, I don't like this putty stuff. But, you know, to be fair, I knew that. I knew I probably wouldn't like it because I don't like the Tatcha Silk Canvas. The way it dries down, it doesn't do my skin any favors at all. Definitely not going to put powder on top of this. So this is the e.l.f. setting spray in a KVD bottle because I like the mister on this one. I also have a spot showing here, there. Yeah, I really like this sponge with concealer. I mean, it just really has a nice texture to it. I mean, it's kind of small to do your whole face with, but spotting and doing the concealer, this is a real winner. I like this. So I like this in the concealer. Moving along, I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown eye blender because I think it's perfect for this. And we're going to go into this e.l.f. This is actually their eye high definition powder. And I'm going to use that in places, okay, like right there, like in the middle of my nose, staying off my pores. They already look horrible enough. This is my e.l.f. contour palette, and I'm going to come into this very lightly with this, why I'm using a stipple brush. And I just want to put a little bit on my cheeks because I don't want my bronzer and blush to stick in one place, but I don't want to go over my face with powder. And now I'm going to take the bronzer. I actually like doing this between the two. And I'm going to get some color on my face. I thought, if I'm going to buy more makeup that I don't really need, why not get some different colors? So instead of going for my normal, you know, pinky blushes, I went for this. It's called Always Peachy. It's one of their new infused primer-infused blushes. And I wanted to try the formula. Okay, so we are gonna do it. But look at that. You guys don't see me go into peach much at all. I just want to do some different colors today, you know, instead of the same old, same old. We're gonna have to buff this. Yeah, we are. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm gonna take the Maybelline Fit Me powder.
All I wanna do is feel awesome.
And tone it down.
All I wanna do is feel awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, can you make me feel awesome? Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you, left and right, and then whoa, whoa.
That's a little better flush of color. And before I put this away, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit.
All I wanna do is feel awesome. All I wanna do is feel awesome. I'm in a new particular place again. Had a couple fucks, but I lost them.
So you guys know I've been looking for this, right? This is that clear brow gel and then mascara thing. I'm gonna tell you I don't like the mascara end. I don't know what the difference between the mascara and the brow gel is. I think it's the same thing on both sides. But I'm going to go ahead and use the brow part in my brows. But we're not going to use the mascara at all because I don't like what it does to underneath my... Just use a regular primer. I don't want to put this in yet. This is the brow thing. We're going to use that after my favorite pencil, which is this one. And I'm just going to quickly go through my brows and we'll put that gel in. And I will tell you that the gel holds, it's decent in its hold, but it doesn't do as good a job as my Benefit. However, you know, between that one and the Believe one that I showed you, if I was in a pinch, I could grab one of those two and feel like I'm okay.
No. It ain't the distance from the sun. And I keep looking for reasons. It's you're the only one. Baby, that can make me feel awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, yeah, you make me feel.
Now I'm going to set this up with the brow, and it does do the job. There's very little product in here. You have to constantly go through them, but it might be cheaper than the Benefit. I don't know, but it just still doesn't do as good a job as the Benefit. But it does get in here and hold. Under the eyes, I want to go back in with this, so let's get the gold. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use the gold right where I left off in the inner tear duct and underneath here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, can you make me feel awesome? Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you, left and right. And then
I'm going to wipe this off and go in with the green.
side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you, left and right, and then whoa.
I'm just coming to the other side of my iris with the green.
All I wanna do is feel awesome. All I wanna do is feel awesome.
And then we're going to get this dark. And where that left off, I'm just going to kind of swoop a little wing right up there to meet it on the outside corner where it's dark.
The sheets again. Sleeping in your bed like I ain't got one. I just wanna feel like this again.
You guys know from previous videos, I'm not a fan of the eyeliner or mascara from e.l.f. because I go into my Titan waterline with it. So I'll be back in just a minute. And now we're really going to get out there. Oh, I really wanted to get daring. I'm going to show you what I would do if I wanted to wear this to bring it more in line with the look that I'm doing. Okay. You know, I just kind of wanted to see if this formula of lipstick was going to be like the other one I tried. Remember this? I loved this. I really loved this one. Let's see. What I would do normally with something this bright is just tap. Like my grandma used to. You know, she used to just tap. She never drew her lipstick on. I studied her, so I know how she used to do this. And you know, my mom did the same thing. Tap. I could get by with this, okay? But I want to show you what happens if I go full on.
Looking for reasons.
The way I've been wearing this to get a more earthy tone is I've been putting it full on like this, blotting it off, and then I just come over it with a more muted, earthy tone, okay? So like if I wanted to use the light one, which is actually my lip color, and come over this, it mutes it down to a color that's a lot more acceptable to me. I think that looks really pretty. And we're going to finish off with this little cute highlight. This is my Laura Mercier. I'm a fan of dual fiber today, aren't I? I'm just going to kind of rub that on here and drag down like that on the tops of my cheeks and all the way down my nose. Put it everywhere the light might naturally hit. I'm gonna go do my hair and then I'll be back to tell you.
Down, side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you, left and right, and then whoa, whoa.
Can we just talk about this for a second? They're all good. I love all the little shadows. And maybe it's just because I love green, but this is a whole nother level. I love this. I really kind of thought that this right here was a dupe for the Melt Gemini green that I love so much, but it's not. It's brighter than that one because I checked while I was doing my mascara and stuff. I checked. I see me using this a lot. So these are such winners. These little bite-sized palettes. I don't think that the foundation played as nice over the top of those putty primers as it did this. That's just my opinion. You're free to not agree with me. But I liked this foundation more when I had it over this. I think the formula on this blush is pretty good. And so yeah, in another shade, I probably would wear it more. This lipstick, the formula itself, I really don't like it as much as this. I just really was blown away by this formula on this little thing. This is so cute. I am just so in love with this. I think it's hard to get me off this. I like the opacity of these better. And I know I'm going to get that on the wrong side now. I just like how opaque this is. If I just pat it on, it's almost too sheer to cover and it looks kind of patchy. If I go full on with it, I can see. Like, I don't like the opacity of this lipstick in comparison to this one. I really like this one. I think I covered everything that was new since the last time that I did an e.l.f. review, and I will put that up here in case you want to know about those products as well. Overall, I am pleased with my purchase. I mean, 30 bucks and I get all kinds of new stuff to try. So yeah, that's one thing I really love about e.l.f. Leave me your comments below. Tell me what you think of the products that I was using. How do they work for you? Did you like them? I hope you guys know and always remember that you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, go out and be a blessing to somebody else. See how that makes you feel. You know what could assist you in that? Look below. We have Be a Blessing shirts that can help you. I thank you for everybody who has purchased the merchandise. I get a small cut of that. And it helps. Every little bit helps. Helps me stay here. Pay that internet bill, you know? Pay for stuff to review for you. Until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
Like water, seaweed extract, Fifi. I don't know what I'm doing. You're supposed to know what that means. I'm like transmitting brain thoughts to you. Brain waves are coming at you. Do you know what I'm doing yet? Me either. You know, I'm kind of glad we did this so that you can see that this is not your mirror. You're never going to be able to see yourself in that, Mary. That was completely butt in. Oh, that's my son. It's about time he texted me. I'm so excited about this. Gold brush. You know, like gold finger. Gold finger. We should do that. I'm going to put that on here. Gold finger. These, you definitely get a big thumbs. What are you whispering to the box? Guess what? I love you. I'm not in love with this squishy, gross sound at all. No. In and out, in and out, in and out. No, here a dot, there a dot, everywhere a dot, dot. Old Glitzy Fritzy had a face full of age spots. Try and contour your nose and go like this. It's a new technique. You just lay the brush there and go like this and let it do the work. I'm having nightmares that Robert Welsh puts me on his channel and goes, look at that old fart. Look at her trying to be relevant. Look at her trying to do makeup. Isn't she sucky? Guess who's back? Back again. Mary's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Wah! I get so excited. I get so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm going to sing that real fast so that when I speed it up, it'll be like Chipmunk or something, right? I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. That wasn't fast enough, was it? I'm so excited. Something about going fast makes me want to go real high, too. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.